Wreckfest is a constant source of joy. We have already explored what it is that makes the game so replayable in an earlier feature, but your choice of ride definitely has an impact. There are multiple ways to play, but the main ones being to win or wreck everyone around you. We're going to explore both. There's literally no officially licensed content in Wreckfest, but littered throughout are obvious tributes to real-world counterparts, as well as hilarious meme cars or wrecking machines. With such a diverse lineup, there are almost too many choices for users. Some cars will also only be unlocked with experience points through the tournament/fame structure or the regular DLC updates from Bugbear Entertainment. So without further ado, and in no particular order, here is a selection of vehicles that gives us the most entertainment in Wreckfest. It's big, it's heavy, and it's powerful. It is the Battlebus. If you turn up with a Battlebus, you are clearly in the mood for some wrecking. This vehicle has a powerful shovel on the front of it that enables players to unleash the most amount of damage on their opponents. Typically, Battlebus users don't follow the rules. If you're in a Battlebus, you're putting that message out there that you want to see as much chaos and destruction as possible. You're clearly not winning a banger race in this machine. For us, driving backwards is perfectly acceptable, however, you might get banned on some servers. Regular users can use the school bus from day one in multiplayer as a loaner before purchasing, but if you want the real deal, you're going to have to compete in the game's tournament mode for fame points. 50,000 fame points, and this bus is yours to own and keep. P.S. You can't upgrade this beast much, but you can chuck in a race engine to boost its power output. Speedy and nimble, could this be your car of choice? It's the stock car. Next up is a light and powerful car with the potential to blow your rivals away in a competitive sense. The stock car might be more commonly seen on dirt ovals in real life, but it's a solid choice for pretty much any race in Wreckfest. It handles superbly, and if you can avoid the carnage going on around you and get yourself into some clean air, then you might just be able to pull away with the stock car's superior speed and agility. Failing to do that, well, you might find yourself spectating fairly early on. You will need the Banger Racing Car Pack or Season Pass 1 to access it, though. Up next, the Razor. Japanese car fans will love this one. The Razor is a tribute to the R33 Nissan Skyline GTR and looks like the Fast and Furious franchise meets an episode of Top Gear within Wreckfest. Featuring a rear-wheel drive powertrain, it's fast off the line and turns in beautifully. We wouldn't say it was the best car in the game by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a solid all-round performer. You can, of course, add some armor and performance modifications to tweak this car to your preference, which might help you hone its overall balance. The Razor is a DLC car and can be found in the Gateway Car Pack or with Season Pass Season 2. You can pay homage to a classic Top Gear moment in the Motorhome. Another stupidly fun vehicle to mess around with. It always brings back memories of watching the episodes of Top Gear featuring the BTCC drivers doing what they do best, hitting each other off the track. It was mildly more amusing that they got to do it in a large mobile home that disintegrates around them. Luckily, Wreckfest gives you the opportunity to do the same thing. It's a strong vehicle that can sustain an impressive amount of damage. We fancy its chances on nice short ovals or figures of 8 if you're in the mood to ruin someone else's day. The good news is that the Motorhome is immediately available to rent in multiplayer, so you can get straight down to business when you start the game. A relatively new addition to the Wreckfest roster is the Stellar. Allegedly based on the Opel Manta, it's a brilliant little race car that performs exceptionally well on tarmac and asphalt in particular. The Stellar is a recent but welcome addition to Wreckfest. It might not be the strongest car out there though, it's pretty weak, and adding too much heavy armor will slow you down, of course. We generally prefer taking our chances with it and hoping to outrun the others before ultimately our attempts end in some kind of disaster. Finishing up with probably one of the most OP cars in the game, the Bulldog weighs in at an A-Class 350 rating with all upgrades purchased and no armor, which is absolutely ridiculous. It handles pretty nicely too for something based on a 1962 Volvo PV544. The armor additions can give this car a bit more strength quite easily and without sacrificing too much speed. This makes it one of the fastest all-rounders, and you can find a lot of top drivers taking advantage of this car's flexibility. So you've seen what vehicles in Wreckfest that we love driving, but feel free to let us know down in the comments or on social media how you feel about it. For more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to Traction.gg and hit the bell icon for notifications about our latest uploads.